In this video, I'll show you how to get an API key on Shopify. First, it helps to understand what people usually mean when they say Shopify API key. In many cases, they're talking about the app credentials used to connect an app or integration to a Shopify store. Depending on the setup, this can involve a client ID, client secret, and sometimes an access token. If you're building or managing an app, start by opening your Shopify Developer area or the dashboard where your app is set up. Once you open the app, go to Settings. This is usually where Shopify shows the main app credentials connected to that app. Inside that section, you should see values like the client ID and client secret. The client ID is often the value people refer to as the API key. This is the identifier used for app authentication, while the client secret is more sensitive and should never be shared publicly. If you are setting up a custom app for a specific store, you may need to go through the Shopify admin of that store instead. In that case, create the custom app, choose the permissions or access scopes it needs, and then generate the credentials from there. After that, depending on what you're building, you may also need an access token. The API key identifies the app, but the access token is what usually allows the app to actually make requests to the store's data based on the permissions you approved. So the process is really in two parts. First, locate or generate the app credentials. Then, if needed, create the token or complete the authorization flow for the actual API access. And before you start using the API, always review the permissions carefully so the app only has access to what it really needs. That's how to get an API key on Shopify. Hope the tutorial was helpful. Subscribe to my channel and see you in the next video.